Hello, everybody. It is me, Puppetine. I know I'm a little later, but this will be a very short stream just to talk about the real season finale of The Flash. How did you like it, Bankman?
I thought it was quick, and it was kind of like this preaching that him being the paragon of love, that he's able to make his villains feel love and surrender, and just go back.
That basically sums up the ending. So all of this that we've built up to is solved when they have Iris touch the speedball and the Speed Force comes alive again.
We found out that Iris basically has, she's these lightning rod. They go with the story like, as in the comics, he's always been a light. That's how he finds her. That's how he, I guess, came back from the Speed Force. I'm not sure about that crisis, whatever. Anyway, he touches her. All of a sudden, he's like, oh crap! Like, he gets to flash on memories and stuff. But before all this happened, he's visited by the Wells we saw in the last episode, who just materialize him in the dark. They shut the power off because they found out that she can. What's his name? Eva is invading everything, and she can go. And she's going through anything that's reflective.
Like
not
my
just
glasses or my eyes.
Yeah. So basically, they shut the power off. They close the shutters on the Star Labs, and what happens is that the original Wells shows up, and the little green mist appears in front of Barry, and Barry's like, "Holy crap! I've been waiting. You're the only Wells I've been looking the most to meeting. Out of other ones, he's like, I don't care about this. I wanted to meet you the most." He gives a pep talk. He's like, you know what? It's like love. You're the paragon of love. He's like, follow. You do run, Barry, run towards love. So of course he goes by Iris. He's talking to her. I'm never gonna give up to you. We can beat this together. We're a team. Like, I love you. He touches her. He gets a little spark. That he goes back and he tells Cisco, and he tells that Wells they built the same device. They reversed it. So basically, that when Iris touches it, she creates a Speed Force. Because apparently they theorized the Speed Force never went away. Iris is connected to it the whole entire time. What they thought it was, their connection that Barry had, was cut, but it's still there. So they use her to jumpstart, and now Barry is connected to the Speed Force again. And he goes to confront Eva, decides to take down. He tries his best to go for Eva. He's got Vibe there, which is really cool tech. He's got sonic amplifiers on his arms, which of course go wrong. I was like, I was waiting for that. Of course, you get something cool, it's not gonna stick around forever. Frost is there. They're doing team up, and we got 1 million Evas. Holy crap! It's like having a bunch of Karens running around, just destroying things. And I gotta say though, I still like it when he runs around. I love the special effects when he's running up the wall, the buildings, running around. He's throwing lightning bolts. He actually created a new thing where he was actually going around in a circle, and he just created giant arcs. So he's just destroying everything. Like, I was like, is this the Emperor from from Star Wars? He's just blasting people with lightning, because that's what Barry did, pretty much. But he was on 2 giant lightning bolt waves, like floating up, like kind of like Aquaman or something like that, or Namor when the waves. So I thought that was kind of cool, but like I said, once Iris shows up, she realizes that she has to basically just go and stop this with love. They've been trying to do it all wrong. She figures out I'll go there, and she's immediately attacked by Eva, who basically throws a glass at her, and Iris somehow stops it. I don't know how that's possible. Maybe because she's been affected so long because she developed her own powers. And she basically says, "But Barry's gonna go." He's like, "I'm gonna go hit her." And she's like, "No, we're gonna talk to her." He's like, and she convinces you're trying to save the world, but look around you. People are all dying. People are getting hurt. He's like, "This is what you want. You're creating chaos. You're not saving anyone." Because Eva's whole plan was to bring everybody into the Mirrorverse, and which was kind of a dopey plan to begin with. Really. If they wanted to do that, she could have done it instantly. That's been shown by the Mirror Master actually in the comic books, where Joshua Williams' Flash run. He just took the whole Central City, put it in the Mirrorverse all at once. Mm-hmm. And so I thought that was kind of weak, but I'm
going to from now on just let Venkman here explain everything, because he explained exactly what happened in a flash. It's insane. I take a lot of time, and you know what? I don't want to take a lot of time tonight, because
No.
I just finished and there's not a lot to talk about other than the fact of how ridiculous this faux season finale was. Because this is the real season finale to last season.
Yep.
I put it in the title right here. The real season finale, because from here on, we have pretty much bullshit. And this was bullshit.
Guess and what's even more bullshit is who pops up. Sue Dibney appears at the police station helping out Joe, and she's and she warns Joe and everything that's going on. There's all my parents in there looking for me. These are all mere people, and Joe's like, yeah, these are people that everyone get reports of people calling in saying that their loved ones are not their loved ones. So that leads into the Ava whole thing. We finally see at the end after they've defeated everybody and defeated Eva just goes back into the mirror world. She just kind of walks away. It's anticlimactic. She's like, "Oh yes, you're right. I have done this." And Flash, I need you to hold my hand, and I need Iris, and then I got the power now, and there's a giant wave that destroys all the mirror versions. Like nothing happened. Yes. So, cut back the whole thing. We get a goodbye to Tom Cavanaugh again because he's leaving the show again. I was like, he came back for the end of the episode, and then this episode, and he's gone again. It's like they need to send him off.
Wells.
They need to send him off twice. Yes, and we learned that he's able to travel through time. So he said he's going to go spend the 4 years he had with his wife and up into the crash where they're both killed. He's just going to repeat that, and because that's what he wants to do. Instead of but he tells Cisco, it's like, don't worry about you and Camilla. You guys are golden. He basically gave him a spoiler, which can cause ripples. Yeah, and then the one thing that really pissed me off in this episode the most is that they brought at the end where they're all meeting inside the bunker. Or not the bunker. I'm used to the Arrow. No, when they're in Star Labs, Sue Dibney comes in there, and guess who's behind her? Ralph Dibney. Ralph Dibney.
That's not Ralph Dibney. That's Clayface. Yes,
and I'm glad you brought that up because what behind her was a destroyed face because apparently something melted him so bad where he started falling apart and then needed help. So later we see him after that, he's got some it looks like Zoom or Godspeed, when they had the white mask on. Godspeed, those who know who that is. Yeah. He's actually a character from the Joshua Williams Rebirth Flash. Anyway, so he's got that on and he starts talking. He's trying to talk just like Justin Hartley did. We all knew this was going to happen. They were going to fire him and replace him because there was reports saying the Turner said we're bringing back Elongated Man, but it's not going to be him. We're just going to recast him. I'm like, have you not seen what's going on with Batwoman 2? I call it Batwoman 2 because it's not a sequel. It's another movie. It's 2.0, I think when they call it. Yeah, it sucks even harder.
Boot Woman, a reboot. Boot Woman. We'll call her Boot Woman from now on.
Both Woman. That's what I call it.
Both Woman. Yes, exactly. I just need a moment to talk about this. We're not going to have to worry about Ralph because in his helmet, looking like Mr. Roboto, there, they say that they're going to go take down Black Hole or whatever it was, and they're going away. We're done with them. Because they don't want to touch that character now because they know that is a controversial change.
Mm-hmm.
Miranya's asking, is this the fastest review ever? It will be a short one because after we are done talking here, we're ending pretty soon. Go over to Ash on Comics. He's reading to you tonight. You need your bedtime stories. And we're not going to interfere with that. We're just going ahead, getting our thoughts out there on this ridiculous episode that we have both watched now.
Yeah, so thoughts on, do you think they'll actually, we're going to recast them. So who do you think, do you think it's going to be someone, just some dope? Because what's his name? Hartley Sawyer actually fit the role. He created the role on the TV live version. He did it perfectly well. Now, my thoughts is they're going to get someone else, and it's just going to be as good. Because look what they did with Robbie Amell, character, original Firestorm. They canceled him, killed him off, and then they had Jefferson come in and bond with Martin, and that they created the whole new Firestorm. So yeah, it's curious to see what's going to go on with that, because I don't like it when they recast people. If anything, they should have left the character alone. It was fine. Have him do somewhere else. Bring in a new character. Why can't you bring in another hero? I mean, look at what's going on with the Arrowverse is gone. After Flash, Supergirl's gone, Arrow's gone. It's just Flash and Black Lightning, and I don't see them crossing over Black Lightning, ever planning to do that. And you got Superman and Lois is set outside of that continuity. It's not part of the Arrowverse. So,
well, that's another topic that we're going to have to
we'll have to talk about that
later.
Yeah,
I'm just going to say that this episode, you asked me what I thought. I think they are just going to send him away. They're not going to touch him again. They've sent him, he's on some mission with Black Hole. We can't call him. Okay. And that's the end. He's gone. But they wanted to give him some kind of send-off, I guess. This episode, I can't remember who said it. I believe it was Danielle Panabaker. She said these first 3 episodes of the season are basically the last 3 of the last season.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a worse situation than that because this doesn't even feel right.
Oh, the other thing is that doing the Mirrorverse, they ripped off the Terminator 2 with all the T-1000, with the liquid coming out of the arms, coming out of the mirror, trying to grab people. Yeah, we're done with that. Sorry. Cameron did it first. Did you get his permission to copy? I doubt it. If anything, they should have had someone's arms reaching through a normal arms, then pulling him in. Not a mirror grabbing and then, yeah, that's it. I was like, what? No.
Should we talk about the, I guess, crappy next season of topic, I suppose? The topic of discussion, which is whenever Barry basically reconnected to a new non-artificial Speed Force.
Mm-hmm.
It shot up into the sky because, we need those laser beams that shoot into the sky always. That's the way to end a finale, man. That's the DC way.
Like I said, the only way to save the show now is to bring back Reverse Flash. Bring back the actor. I don't want Wells. I don't want that guy back. He's done. He said goodbye how many times now? We're sick of it. Bring back actual Eobard Thawne. You can't because you can't say
they're going for?
What's that?
They are going with this new line of the other forces.
Oh, they're going to tap into Josh Williams. They're going to have the Strength Force.
You can look at it. Look, because they.
Oh yeah, the colors. Yeah, later. That's right. At the end, there's the red, the blue, the green. Yep, and then there's a yellow, I think, too as well. Yeah, this is what Joshua Williams did. So if you not checked Joshua Williams' run, I believe it's right after the button where he has, and you'll see I think it's a 3rd volume. I'm not sure how many volumes there is, but halfway through I think it was last year actually I was reading it, and this is awesome, and I can't wait to talk to actually our other buddy Engeltine about this because he is I don't know if he's been reading Flash. I know Eric Breen has, but I can't wait to see if they screw it up badly or. Like I said, I don't know what's going on, but I'm excited because it's new material, and it can't get any worse than this, right? So, I guess that's your review in under 15 minutes, right?
Yeah. I'm just going to say, if you've been sticking with this show, and you're looking for a good jumping off point, I am going to keep going with this season. I am. But personally, for you or anybody who's not wanting to stick with it, I understand absolutely positively because it felt like a mess, as much of a mess as it was Ralph's face when he first walked in, just melting all over the place. So everybody, Thank you so much for joining.
I think that was all the budget they had for the show towards the end. They put it all into just destroying. It's like a slap to Hartley Sawyer. It's like, we're gonna have some guy in horribly disfigured and then Sue Dibney, you're not what's your name? Sharon Carter. You're not Agent 13. You're not part of any Shield stuff. Quit the spy crap. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't even get that. I didn't care for it when it was introduced. I don't care for it now, and I'm not going to care for it next week either. So everybody, until next time, I want to say thank you so much for watching. Make sure you leave a like, leave a comment. After we're finishing here, go check out Ash on Comics. He's going live in just a few if you're with us right now. And to everybody who's watching after, let us know what you think. Do you think we're full of shit? If so, go ahead, tell us why. And we will have a civil conversation with you about it. Absolutely. So, from now on, I'll just go ahead and say, bye!